What is going on, people? TripleM back again with another video, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Netherlands as they get a massive 3-1 win over the USA to book their ticket into the quarterfinal of the FIFA World Cup. And I think this was genuinely a decent game of football, if only because a lot of people said that USA were probably the better team, and I'm inclined to agree. USA, in terms of the general ebb and flow of the game, they had more possession, they had more total shots on targets, they had more touches in the opposition box, and just in terms of the eye test visually, they created more chances. According to SofaScore, they actually created more clear-cut chances than the Netherlands. So this game really came down to Netherlands being more clinical. And that's not to say that Netherlands played badly or horrendously. It's just to say that they were more pragmatic and they didn't have as much control and as much as the attacking initiative as perhaps you would expect of them. And maybe that's not such a bad thing, but they had the game changers. And there's no bigger game changer than this man right here, Denzel Dumfries. In terms of his numbers, he had 2 key passes played, 70 touches, 63% pass accuracy, which is not particularly great, but considering that he had 2 assists and a goal, I think the fact that he lost the ball and wasn't as accurate with his passing is not that bad, right? Because he was genuinely playing a lot of forward passes and making things happen. And as a result of that, when you take risks and you try play low percentage passes, a lot of them are not going to come off. And it doesn't matter when you get 2 assists, when you get a goal, and on top of that, you play 2 key passes and a very good cross as well to assist your team over the line. Another key player was Daley Blind. He was absolutely phenomenal tonight. He only played 1 key pass, but he got a goal, he got an assist, and he played the cross to Denzel Dumfries, I believe. He was the one who whipped in that majestic ball across the box to the back post, and he created 1 big chance as well, by the way. So he was immense in terms of actually helping the Netherlands get over the line. He was exceptional. Now, defensively, I think there were some question marks from Daley Blind. Not so much Denzel Dumfries. I think Denzel Dumfries, in terms of his overall game, was a lot better than Daley Blind, but Daley Blind wasn't that great defensively. I thought he was hesitant. I thought you could see at times that he was clearly past his best, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean that in a matter-of-fact way. I mean, even Ajax fans will be the first to admit that they don't understand why this guy starts every single game, every single week, because he just isn't that guy anymore. But for Netherlands, he stepped up in a very big way tonight. We then move on to talk about Memphis Depay, because he was genuinely excellent tonight as well. Now, he missed a couple of big chances, which isn't great, but he did score a goal eventually, and he did actually influence the game in terms of getting 1 key pass, creating 1 big chance for a teammate. He had 44 touches and 81% pass accuracy. As a forward, that's pretty good, and he only lost the ball 11 times, which is lower than Cody Gakpo, who we'll get onto in a moment. So he is genuinely a big contributor tonight, and that goal was massive. On top of that, that's his first big contribution of the tournament. So the fact that he didn't really start particularly well, and a lot of people were worried about Memphis Depay and thought that maybe he isn't up to par at this World Cup, the fact that he's able to prove them wrong in the biggest game for his country up to date, or at this point at least, is amazing in this World Cup. So that's a pretty big performance from him. Cody Gakpo was genuinely insane as well. Cody Gakpo played 4 key passes. That is mental. He played a successful cross and a successful long ball as well, which is pretty impressive when you consider that most of the time he's receiving the ball in the final third. So as a winger, you're not really expected to play long diagonal balls across the field or long passes, or, you know, in this particular system, expected to cross, really. Crossing is more for Denzel Dumfries and Daley Blind. That's what the wing backs are there for. They're there to provide width. And Cody Gakpo is typically known as an inside forward, somebody who likes to cut in, occupy the half space, go into zone 14 and take a shot and take men on. So he's not somebody who's known for his crossing, but he was able to do that today. He was able to create a chance for a teammate, and he was very influential in terms of the other metrics outside of goals and assists. Lots of people have been saying that Cody Gakpo might be overrated just because he scores a lot of goals or just because he gets a lot of assists. There's so much more to his game. He's not a complete player yet. He's not the finished article, but he is a player with so much raw talent and has the world at his feet. He can offer so much to a team. And I really hope that Manchester United sign him. Anyways, but I want to touch on USA. I think USA deserve a shout because USA, they were genuinely the better team in terms of a footballing sense, right? Obviously, they weren't clinical enough, so therefore they didn't deserve to win the game. But just visually, in terms of the eye test, they were good. They are building something genuinely scary. And I think the only thing holding USA back is getting goals. They need a number 9. They have 4 years between now and the World Cup that they're going to be co-hosting to find a genuine number 9. Somebody who's quick, somebody who's physical, and somebody who's good in the air. And obviously, most importantly, somebody who has a good eye for goal, is a great finisher, but also has those poacher instincts and those killer instincts in those moments where you're playing up against the Netherlands in the round of 16. You're playing up against an England in the group stages, and you just need that one moment to change it all. That one moment to put it in the back of the net and shell shock the opposition and completely send a message that you're not just here to participate. This round of 16 run wasn't just a fluke. You are a team that genuinely can go deep in this tournament and potentially make a semi-final, make a quarterfinal, or even a final one day. You know, I think USA are building something genuinely scary, and they should be proud of today's performance. Even though they conceded 3 goals, they should be genuinely proud. The fact that they're here to begin with is an achievement in and of itself. And the fact that they were able to put in a performance in spite of going 2-0 down and it looking very shady at halftime, the fact that they were able to come out in that second half and make a game of what seemed like an undesirable situation and a mammoth task for them is truly worth a lot of praise. And it's a huge thing to be positive about if you're an American fan. So I wouldn't get my hopes down and I wouldn't be too upset. But I'm going to wrap the video up there. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of that game. Leave a like on the video if you want to support the channel. And of course, subscribe if you so wish. Peace.